how to inspire and motivate friends and lovers. Suppose you've got a friend or a potential love interest, and they're thinking about doing something that is a bit outside of their comfort zone. And like most people, they have some doubts and anxieties. Maybe they're thinking about going for a new job. Maybe they're thinking about going back to school. Maybe they're thinking about becoming more socially outgoing. Plenty of things that plenty of people want, but are held back by doubt. The common response is to try to help them by saying things like, "Come on, man, you can do it. Well, if you don't try, you'll never know. Come on, dude, you've got nothing to lose. Hey, man, you'll never know if you don't try." These are nice and they can be encouraging, but they don't actually change the mindset of the person. In this video, we'll learn a much better way to inspire and motivate your friends. This will make them feel good and much more capable. This will covertly raise their self-esteem and their self-image. This will covertly make them feel much better about their future, all of which will make them feel very good, and they will subconsciously associate their good feelings with you. So what's the secret? The secret is to covertly help them to recalibrate their hindsight bias. Our brains run off a better safe than sorry programming. So whenever we are thinking about doing something new, our ancient monkey brains automatically reference potential dangers from our past. This brings up all that negative self-talk and the doubt. If you are thinking about walking across the room and talking to a cute girl, your brain will automatically reference failures from your past. It thinks it is keeping you safe. Any ancient cave person that happily wandered into the jungle without any kind of anxiety whatsoever tended to be weeded out of the gene pool. This is the same structure. So the trick is to ask them some questions that will help them find some much better, much more supportive memories. Normally, our brains search for past failures because that's our factory setting. But with some carefully calibrated questions, you can covertly help them to find successes in their past. This will help them feel much better about that future decision. For example, suppose they are thinking about going back to school, but they are worried that it might be too much for them intellectually. So ask a whole bunch of questions about how they learned in the past. Specifically, ask them presuppositional questions about how they effectively learned in the past. Ask them questions that presuppose they have a lot of learning success in the past. For example, you could say, "Come on, man, you've learned a lot of stuff in the past. This is just the same thing." This has the right intention, but it's not really that helpful. Instead, ask questions that presuppose they've learned successfully in the past. Simply by answering the question, they'll accept the presupposition that they learned successfully in the past. Here are some examples. When you used to be in high school and had to study for a test, how did you learn best? What kind of techniques did you use in the past to learn effectively? When you were studying for a test that you ultimately did well on, how did you know when you were studying, when you studied enough and you were confident that you would pass the test? When you knew you did well on a test, but before the test results came back, how did you feel when you actually saw the test results? Were you surprised, or did they simply verify what you already knew? Or suppose you have a friend that wants to walk across the room and start a conversation with a pretty girl, but they're feeling a little anxious and they have some negative self-talk. So ask questions that presuppose the existence of successful conversations in the past. When you remember some of your best free-flowing conversations, how did you know what to say in the moment? Was it something you thought about consciously or something that just kind of came up? When you've had good conversations in the past with people that were a bit shy, what kind of techniques did you use to help them not freeze up? Did you ask them open-ended questions or maybe something else? When you've started conversations with strangers before, what kind of techniques did you use to make sure they didn't feel on the spot or get too nervous? Did you use humor or maybe something else? Try these techniques out and see how well they work. You'll find that they are very effective in helping your friend or lover recalibrate their hindsight bias so they'll feel much more resourceful going into the future. Not only will this help them feel better about their future, but they'll subconsciously associate that better feeling about their future with you. If you'd like to learn more conversational techniques, please visit mindpersuasion.com. Check out the links below. And because we make videos almost every day, please subscribe so you can continue to learn more. Let us know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching.